There's a lot of talk these days about global warming and melting ice, temperatures rising, and climate change. And we know there are two sides to every issue. I'm not here to debate if climate change is real or not, but even if you think climate change isn't a real thing, why wouldn't you want to do what you can to conserve water, have cleaner air, and eat healthier? Many people think that in order to improve our environment, we need to make drastic changes like stop driving our cars or stop eating meat. The truth is, it's much easier than that to have a positive impact in our environment. 3 ways that everyone, even people living in the city, can do to live more sustainably are to use rain barrels, try urban farming, and try renewable energy sources. First, let's define sustainable living. Sustainable living is not new. It's basically what our forefathers and mothers did for generations. They lived using the resources available to them and tried not to be wasteful. Imagine the first peoples or Native Americans, and later the pioneers moving westward. They used the materials they had available to them to build their homes, they hunted and grew crops that could feed their families, and they found ways to capture water and use it, especially in dry climates. They harnessed the wind with windmills to pump water, and they used water to grind wheat into flour. We can still do these things today, even in our modern world. Rain barrels are literally barrels used to capture rain. Everyone, especially people living in dry climates like Texas, can be collecting rainwater for their own gardens. As you can see from the picture, this technology is very simple. Rain falls and is collected in the gutters and directed down the drain pipe to the barrel. Hook up your hose to the barrel and you've got free water to water lawns and gardens. Here in Texas, it's really important to use rain barrels to collect rain during the spring because that's our rainy season. We all know that sometime in late May or early June, it literally stops raining and we can go weeks without rain. Often Texas have droughts in the summer. If you have a full rain barrel, you can use that water to water your lawn, your gardens, and even your trees. Yes, even trees need to be watered in really dry conditions. I know you all appreciate having shade during those hot summer days. We need to water those trees so we can continue to have that shade. Water from rain barrels can be used not just for making your lawn beautiful, but for watering vegetables, gardens, and fruit trees. Backyard gardens and urban farms have become very popular again as people discover it can be fun and rewarding to grow your own food. This can be done anywhere too. Even if you live in the city, there are community gardens where you get a little plot of land and can grow whatever you want. As you can see from the picture, there are also rooftop gardens now in many cities, as well as vertical gardens, which are gardens growing up the wall. Urban farms like Opal's farm here in Fort Worth are empty pieces of land where gardens are growing for neighbors that don't always have access to fresh fruit and vegetables. This is my pictures, an example of urban agriculture. Things like this help improve the health of the people living in the community, and it helps the environment because more people are eating locally grown food. Backyard gardens are nothing new. During World War II, many people had what they called victory gardens to grow vegetables so they can support their families while the bigger farmers were busy trying to feed our troops. Another way you can try to live more sustainably is by using and supporting renewable energy. As you can see from this graphic, there are many sources of renewable energy available to us. Did you know that Texas is one of the largest users and producers of wind energy in the country? That wind off the prairie that blows so often is being used in Texas to generate electricity for the state. And what else does Texas have plenty of besides oil and gas? We have sun. Imagine if everyone had solar panel on their roof, how much electricity would generate. It would be more than the power grid could handle at the present time. If we can improve the way we store the solar power we absorb during one Texas summer, we could easily power our air conditioners as well as our homes. Think of it. You could run your AC off solar power and break even. We could reduce pollution from AC units, and we can keep our homes as cool as we want all summer long. And we all know how expensive AC can be. If we're running our AC on solar power, then it will drastically lower our electricity bill. You can see that it's easy to live more sustainably. No, you don't have to give up driving your car or eating meat if that's not your thing. If you're willing to live more like our ancestors in the old days and do it without giving any up modern conveniences like AC, we could each make a difference in improving the environment. Imagine the impact we could make if more of us chose to live this way. Thank you.
That was really good.